Welcome. This video briefs about thermal management of electronic systems. Why is thermal management needed? Main intentions of thermal management are improved performance, preventing premature failure, improved reliability, extended product life, user safety, and cost saving. Let's understand how much important is thermal management. It can be noted here, over 50% of electronic system failures are caused by increased temperatures. Hence, thermal management becomes an essential design requirement for electronic systems. During any electronic device operation, the heat is generated. The excess heat generated needs to be removed to continue the operation within its allowable temperature limits. There are many different cooling methods are available. Let me touch upon the widely employed solutions. Natural cooling. Natural cooling mode refers to free convection and radiation. Fluid motion in free convection is induced by buoyancy forces due to the temperature gradient. In forced convection, fluid motion is generated by external device such as fan or pump. The forced convection method is employed to achieve a higher heat removal than that's with a free convection mode. Mixed convection cooling. It is a combination of both forced and free convection and has merits of both the cooling modes. Mixed convection also refers to a situation where pressure forces and buoyancy forces interact. In liquid cooling method, liquid coolant is used for heat removal. The coolant may follow single or dual phase during its cyclic process. This method is generally used in those applications where large heat loads or high power densities need to be dissipated. Thermoelectric cooling uses Peltier effect for heat removal. This is suitable for spot cooling and it has ability to cool the device below the ambient. Conduction cooling is implemented where convection cooling is impracticable. This includes situations where there is no air available, for example, space applications. The selection of cooling solution is based on the type of electronic system, power density, application, regulatory norms, etc. Let's walk through the common types of electronic systems and different applications. Different types of electronic systems are developed for various purposes, ranging from small electronic devices, example, IoTs, tablets, utility gadgets, small and medium form factor designs, laptops, one need to use sub racks, servers, cabinets, large racks, and so on. These electronic devices are designed for different application environments. Examples, domestic, office or industrial, indoor or outdoor, onboard. Onboard could be on ship, aircraft or vehicles, harsh conditions for extreme temperature range from minus 55 degrees Celsius to over 85 degrees Celsius. Let us discuss about popular cooling technologies in thermal management. The heatsink is the extended surfaces designed for convection cooling augmentation. This is the most common cooling technique used in the industry. Heat spreaders are used to reduce the heat flux density and minimizes the formation of hotspots. Fans or blowers are used in forced convection cooling method. Heat pipe transfers the heat from hot solid interface to cold solid interface efficiently. It works based on phase transition technique. Vapor chambers are generally used to spread heat in two dimensions, from a small size device to a large size heatsink, whereas heat pipe only transfers heat in one dimension. Cold plates provide localized cooling by transferring heat from the device to a liquid that flows to a remote heat exchanger. This coolant is in single phase during its cyclic process. Let's discuss about widely used thermal design methodologies. Analytical method. In analytical method, design calculations are mostly done by hand calculations and using spreadsheets. Analytical approach is usually suitable during the early design stages. For simple design problems and for certain specific cases, the required cooling solution can be well achieved with this methodology. Flow network modeling method is useful for 2D airflow calculations. This tool is used to solve a network of resistances, both thermal and fluid, by hand calculations and with spreadsheets. There are also FNM commercial tools available. Computational fluid dynamics or CFD. It is an advanced design analysis technique based on numerical methods. One can visualize the 3D airflow pattern and temperature distribution, and the design can be optimized. Many commercial tools are available in the market. Experimental method is an indispensable approach in product development cycle. It is carried out for product characterization, design validation, proto qualification, etc. Hope the video is useful. Thanks for watching.